Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy Angel. I'm new to YouTube, so I'm hoping that everyone likes my videos. I'm hoping that you're interested in what I have to offer for you guys. If you do like this video, and which I'm hoping that you do, please like, subscribe to my channel, comment any feedback, any questions that you have. Also comment anything that you want me to share about. If you have any ideas on like a next video that you guys would love to see, please, anything, any feedback, let me know. Okay, like I said, my name is Chrissy Angel. I'm gonna keep saying that because I want you guys to get with it and stick with it. That's my thing. So let's jump right into this video. So my video is about the first time I found out I was pregnant. Um, so let's just let the world know. I had my baby almost 4 months ago. I did have a girl. Her name is Ayana. She's beautiful. She's growing so fast. It's crazy. I found out I was pregnant December 8th of last year. And it was a funny story because the whole time I didn't know that I was pregnant. And on December 8th, when I found out, I was actually already 12 weeks pregnant. And the funny thing, I was having these pains and I was, really uncomfortable. Day in and day out, it was kind of hard for me to like go to school. It was difficult for me to get up and go to work. And I was still trying to hang out with my friends every now and again, but even that sometimes was becoming an issue. So I explained to my mom like the pains that I was having, and she pretty much was just like, no, you need to go to the doctor. Like, you need to let them know what's going on. So I go to my, go to the regular GYN, and I'm like, hey, I haven't been having any periods lately. I just need you to let me know what's going on. So, she's doing what she's doing down there, and then she goes, oh, you may have an ovarian cyst. So I'm scared because I don't know what an ovarian cyst is. I've never heard of one. And I was just like, everything was hitting me at once pretty much. I was terrified. So I started doing my research. Girls, when you find out something, automatically you just go straight to Google. So I'm on Google and I'm just searching up everything. Ovarian cyst, what's this? So I'm scared now because Google was telling me like you can't have kids and possible death if you have surgery. So my mind is literally just going crazy. Like I said, I'm scared, I'm terrified. So after I go to the GYN now, I speak to my original doctor, and she's like, well, you know what, we're gonna set you up with an ovarian and abdominal x-ray. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. At least when I go to get my x-ray, they can see what's going down, what's going on down there. So I go to the radiology place, and thank God I was not alone. I was with my grandmother, but I go to the radiology place with my grandma, and this was like 11 a.m. December 8th of last year, mind you. And like I said, guys, I was already 12 weeks pregnant, so I had no clue. I had no signs, no symptoms, besides the fact that I wasn't having my menstrual since September. But other than that, like, I was just having like these really, really bad pains. That was really the only thing I was going through. And I do work at Kings Plaza Mall, so it's like the smells sometimes would bother me, but it wasn't something that I was really paying attention to. So I didn't really think about it too much. I was just like, it's probably something that I don't like today, or So now I'm at the radiology place, and I'm scared already because in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to this radiology place. They're about to tell me that I need surgery. And I'm freaking out. I didn't know what to think. Thank God, like I said, I had my grandmother with me. Also at the time, my daughter's father and I weren't together. We weren't even like really on speaking terms. So I pretty much felt like I was dealing with this situation on my own, so to speak. But my grandmother was very helpful with my situation. She had my back a lot of the times, as always. But yeah, so I go, they call my name, I go into the room now, and like I said, it was an abdominal x-ray. It was, it was scary because I go in there. I've never had, the jelly on my belly. I've never had that done before. So I go in there, I lay down, and she puts the jelly on my belly, and she's just like, she is the nurse. And I don't want to say any names, but she's like, hi, how are you? And I'm just like, oh, I'm having these pains. I'm just a little concerned. And she's like, okay, well, tell me about your pains. So I'm telling her, like, I'm having these abdominal pains, and they're really, sharp, and I haven't had my menstrual since September, so I don't really know what's going on. But I did explain to her that my GYN said that I may have an ovarian cyst. So she's like, all right, so, let's get started. So she puts on her little gloves or whatever, mad professional. And then she goes on her computer. And ladies, if you had a kid before, you already know that jelly in your belly is cold. And like I said, I'm in there, I'm by myself because my grandmother couldn't come in a room with me for whatever reason. And she starts looking at her computer, and then she goes, and I'm like, what happened? And she goes, so we're gonna have to actually change this exam. And I'm like, why? Is the computer broken? Like, did something happen to the system? And she's like, no, we actually have to change this exam because you're 12 weeks pregnant. So I'm like, huh? Me? You sure? She's like, yeah, I'm positive. Your name is Chrissy Angel, right? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, so what I'm gonna need you to do is go back in the waiting room, drink like 2, 3, 4 cups of water. I need your bladder full, and then I'm gonna call you back in here in about 30 minutes. So in that moment, her telling me that I was 12 weeks pregnant, it didn't even matter, honestly, about how far along I was. It was just the fact that she told me that I was pregnant. It literally changed my whole world in like that. You feel me? Like, I never thought in a million years that me, of all people, would be having a kid. At least not right now. And it really just, like, I was so shocked, and I didn't know what to do. So I'm walking out of the room all scared and slow, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, like, I have to go back into the waiting room and explain to my grandmother what just happened in the room. Like, I don't know how that's gonna go. Like, I don't know what to say. So I sat down, I came back in the waiting room, and I found my grandma. She was on the phone, and I'm just like, Grandma, you gotta get off the phone right now. Like, I'm sorry, you gotta get off the phone. And she's like, what happened? I'm like, if you get off the phone, I can tell you. So she's like, all right. She gets off the phone, and I'm like, all right, I got some news for you, but you cannot bug out. Promise me. So now, if y'all know me, y'all know my grandmother, and y'all know that me telling her to not bug out was the wrong thing for me to do. We'll get into my grandmother in later videos, but she's cool. But yeah, so I'm like, Grandma, you cannot bug out. Like, you have to promise me. And she's like, all right. So she's sitting there, and she's like, all right, so tell me, because now I'm freaking out in my mind. Like, I didn't know what to say. And I just looked at her, and I started crying. And she's like, oh my God, what happened? And like I said previously, we were all thinking that I did have ovarian cyst, and we were thinking that when I went into this place, they were about to tell me, oh, I'm sorry, but you need an emergency surgery. But luckily it wasn't that. But so I just turned to her, and I was just like, Grandma, I'm pregnant. And she was just like, what? Oh my God. And started bugging out in the waiting room. And I'm just like, bruh, you should not be this excited for me to have a baby right now. Like, I'm not where I want to be financially, emotionally, spiritually, like, none of that. Like, I wasn't where I wanted to be when I had my first kid, you feel me? So I was just like, why are you going so crazy? But understanding she is a grandmother, she had my mom when she was really young, and then she had me everywhere with her. And me and my grandmother were like this. So for her to now be a part of me giving birth, I guess she was just very, excited about it. And the first thing that she asked me was, well, are you keeping it? And her asking me that question, I was really, really scared, because I'm just like, I was conflicted at the time because I haven't spoken to my mom yet, so I didn't really know which way to go, what to do. But I was just like, well, they want me to drink some water and have a full urine, so when I go back in there, they're gonna explain to me everything else that's going on. So I was just like, for right now, yes, I'm keeping it, but I don't know. I haven't spoken to her dad, like, I mean, the baby's dad, because at that time I didn't know what it was. And I was just freaking out in my head, like everything, my whole world just came crashing down, only because I wasn't sure my next move. And I don't like to feel like I don't like to feel like I don't have control of, what's coming. And I freaked out. But speaking to my grandmother that day, like the words that she gave me, like it was just like, whatever decision you make, I'm here for you. No matter what you do, just know that God loves you, and in any way. And whether you keep this baby or not, everything happens for a reason. So I needed to hear those kind of words, because like I said, the baby's dad and I weren't together. Well, her dad and I weren't together at that time. So I was just really like, I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. But and then when I called my mom, that was weird, because as soon as I called her, she picked up the phone and I started crying. And she's just like, oh my God, what happened? And I told her that I was pregnant. Automatically, I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, I gotta move out. But when she was at work when I called her, and she was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna call you back later. And then eventually I met up with her later in the day, and she just gave me this big hug and was consoling me and holding me. And I needed that, because I really was so scared. I didn't know what to do. But it was just finding out that day in the room by myself, like it was crazy. But in the end, it ended up being a wonderful, beautiful, healthy baby. 8 pounds 4 ounces. She's amazing. Like I said, her name is Ayana, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. I mean, the circumstance in the beginning wasn't the way I envisioned it in my, for my life. But like my grandmother said, everything does happen for a reason, and I would never question God and what He has. So I feel like what He did for me was put something in my life that changes me for the long, for the future in the long run. And I appreciate the gift that He's given me, because my daughter has legit changed my life already. It's only been almost 4 months, and she's changed my life completely. But so that's all I have for right now. Like I said, if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Any comments that you have, please leave. Just let me know if you like this video. Tell me if you can relate to this video. Anything, all your feedback, I want it. Because like I said, I'm new to YouTube, so I want to get all the ideas out. Any suggestions, suggestions that you guys have, please let me know in the comments, because I want to be relatable to you, and I want you guys to always want to watch my videos. So that's all I have for today. I love you guys already. Like I said, my name is Chrissy Angel. So bye bye. I hope you guys like this.